The issue concerning the topic are the consequences on healthcare centers availability due to the bad habits people of different age groups around the world have had during COVID-19 pandemic. Our aim as a group is to raise awareness on the importance of social and health habits during the pandemic, its urgency and severity. Before researching, we had no specific knowledge of the topic. When we first started to investigate, we began to understand the topic in depth, and that made us more motivated to clarify concepts and have more knowledge so that we felt more secure about the things we wanted to express. Throughout the investigation, we found the current situation of the health system and its difficulties like bed capacity. We also investigated Colombia's and other country situations and statistics so that we had a global knowledge of the topic. Finally, we learned about the health habits and social behaviors people had acquired during the pandemic.
Surveys. We conducted 2 surveys. One was addressed to a worker at a health center, and the other one was responded by different people around the globe belonging to different age groups. To prevent misunderstandings, we will call the survey addressed to the worker the health center survey, and the one addressed to all people will be called age group survey. The age group survey contained only 5 questions and 1 page. However, this small questionnaire was essential for us to conclude successfully the project. We collected 36 responses on this survey from 10 different countries, including Colombia, the US, UK, Canada, France, Australia, Spain, Austria, Ecuador, and Argentina. On the other hand, the health center survey had only one specific response that gave us essential information as well. This survey contained only 4 questions and 1 page. As we can see on the graph shown above, this specialist states that the most important biosecurity measures that should be taken in order to prevent the spread of the virus are the following: social distancing, wearing masks, and not going out unless it is necessary. Now, let's take a look to the results of the age group surveys, dividing them, forgive the redundancy, by age groups. The age groups that responded the most were from 11 to 17 years old and from 18 to 34 years old, which, as you can see, is our main target audience. The results showed that most of the people among the age group of 18 to 34 globally consider the biosecurity measures that must be taken to prevent the virus are the following: social distancing, showing a 91.67%, wearing masks with a 87.50%, and not going out unless it is necessary with a 75%. However, when regarding the ones they actually take, these percentages are reduced, except wearing masks, which is illegal in most countries at the moment, which is why most are required to use them. Social distancing is reduced by a 12.50%, ending up with a 79.17%. And not going out unless it is necessary is reduced by a 16.67%, which is a really high percentage, ending up with a 58.33%. Overall, we can conclude from these results that Firstly, there is a global perspective of the age group of 18 to 34 years old that states their knowledge and understanding on the recommended biosecurity measures by specialists, considering the responses of the worker at the healthcare center, whose identity will be kept private due to our privacy policies. However, most of these people are aware that they do not follow the majority of these requirements. Many state that they are young and healthy, therefore the virus won't be fatal or severe in them, as the reason for not considering these biosecurity measures and widely extending the pandemic severeness as a consequence.
Whereupon the actual situation the whole world is living right now, we decided to talk about the different ways, as humans, have adapted the last few months to a new way of living, where the little and small details became the most important. Due to the contingency, new social and health habits have arisen as a must. So we decided to inform ourselves to be able to inform others in our surroundings the importance of these habits. These habits might not only prevent the contagion of the unknown virus, but this would help those of the health public sector which have been highly affected since the arrival of this virus. The more people know about the importance of these habits, more people would follow them, and this would not avoid but prevent getting the virus. And then the life of those who are exposing themselves for protecting ours would be easier.
Being the COVID-19 pandemic an urgent and severe actual issue, knowing how to prevent the virus is essential nowadays. During our research, we found that globally, the age group that has records of having the most cases of COVID-19 is from 18 to 34. Also, we found social and health habits that help the virus not to be spread, such as social distancing, wearing masks, taking temperature, among others. These habits are highly recommended by specialists on health and the behavior of this global pandemic. We aim to raise awareness on the importance of social and health habits during the pandemic and inform about the issue's high urgency and severity. Therefore, based on the surveys we conducted, we created a video that contains all the information summarized in order to get to our target audience. We sent our surveys to people all around the world, belonging to all age groups, to understand the different perspectives they had towards this global pandemic and the habits they think should be taken and the ones they actually take to prevent the spread of the virus. Based on these results, we divided the responses by age group and country. We analyzed how the perspectives of these people were towards this topic. Furthermore, we sent another survey to a worker at a health center. He wrote what he recommends and thinks are the most important habits that should be considered in order to prevent the spread of the virus. He revealed that the most important habits for him are social distancing, wearing masks, and not going out unless it's necessary. We created a video supported by captions that had all the information we wanted people, especially from 18 to 34 years old, to consider towards the global pandemic, going from a general explanation of the issue to courses of action on how to prevent the virus successfully.